My current job is getting these plastic covers off the standing rigging. The standing rigging looks like this normally. Multi-threaded, no, see if I can get into focus. Multi-threaded stainless steel wire, but they put these plastic sheaths on them, and I think the idea is it prevents the seals from rubbing against the bottle screws. You see, this is the bottom of a piece of standing rigging, and these split or cotter pins can obviously rip a seal if the seal flaps over that. But for my mind, it's best just to tape these up rather than put the sheaths on, and I'll show you why once I get my tools. Now, this one is fairly straightforward to get off. Just get the pliers up there, which I find difficult to do one-handed. Now, right, what I'm just going to do is quickly show you what's underneath here. Look at that. Absolutely caked with horrendous stuff. Absolutely caked, and a lot of corrosion on the bottom parts. Clearly these haven't been off in a very long time. See the wire up here? I can't get it to focus for some reason on there, but you can see. Oh, come on, you stupid. How do people actually manage? Right. Anyway, I think you can see what I'm talking about. So, the full time I've been sanding, I keep feeling as if I'm getting something in my eye, or at least underneath the mask in my face. Underneath the safety goggles, I should say. These safety goggles I've literally just bought a few days ago to do this job. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Oh dearie me. Now that, whichever way you look at it, is not very good, is it? And I've actually got bits in my eye, so I'm going to wash them out now and go wash my face, and then tomorrow I'm going to get some new safety glasses. It just shows you £3 at Screwfix. Don't bother. Oh, well, I thought it wasn't supposed to steam up. Apparently it does. Quite badly too. Oh well. Now, I don't know if the microphone's picking this up. I mean, you can hear the rain on the sunroof, but that's not what I'm trying to pick up on the video. It's the wind. it's coming and going, so I don't know if I'm going to catch it or not. But it's well gusting here. Holy shit. It's actually making my arm ache because I'm holding this door here. I'm holding it open, but I'm not letting the wind blow it away, and it's absolutely making my arm ache. This is mental. My boat's on the other side of here. I dread to think what the boats are like that are down on the pontoons. I dare say they'll be rocking in the water. Right, I'm letting all the heat out. don't think I've ever known a storm like this before. So that's Aquila. Aquila has gone over off her legs. She's now sitting on the hull. The hull's on the ground. And the boat next to her, you can't see it from here. It's the Maria, and she's been dismasted. And I've got a strong feeling that this will be the next one to dismast. Well, let's cross fingers and hope not. If I sound funny, it's because my lips are numb. I don't even know if you can hear this, but behind the camper, that's my boat there, Forever Autumn. If I pull out of it, look above the side door of the camper, there's a blue canopy. And the boom attached to the match is over that blue canopy. So what I've done, right, I'm going to go inside I think now because it's just too wild out here. I'm getting hit with things that are blowing in the wind. They're not much, bits of little bits of wood and plastic, but when they're going at 80 miles an hour they hurt. God almighty. Oh, that is absolutely wild. I think that's possibly one of the worst storms I've ever known. So what I had to come out for was, my mouth is numb, my lips are numb, I can barely talk. I saw that the boom attached to my mast was slinging around in the wind, something chronic, and it was actually making the mast bend and swing a lot as well, and it had bumped into the canopy, that blue canopy that covers the entire cockpit. That's canvas over a stainless steel frame. Well, the boom's bumped into that a couple of times. Dear God, my mouth is frozen. Oh, it's like when you've been to the dentist, I can't feel my lips. and I can't make them work. It's so cold out there. There's how do you do this? I was looking to see how you turn the video around, but I can only do it by doing that. My lips are numb. So the boom was banging on the canopy, and I thought it's going to damage that stainless steel frame. Possibility if it does, it might also damage the fiberglass of the boat that the stainless steel frame is attached to. So I thought have to go up and tie that down a little bit better. Well, the canopy's actually ripped in several places now, quite badly. So I took all the things out of the cockpit. I had a load of stuff up there, tools and bags of sand discs and toolboxes and multimeters, all kinds of stuff in there. So I moved all them into the boat itself, and then I put the hatches in the boat to close it off, because if the canopy goes, then obviously the aft cabin and the main saloon are both open to the weather. So I've closed the hatches on them. Oh dear. So I tightened the boom down again with its own rope, and then I took that round a cleat over the canopy, down the other side and round another cleat, and I thought, well, that'll keep the boom still, but it'll also maybe give the canopy a bit of extra support, especially where the kind of zip doors are, because that's where it's ripping, because the zips are coming open with the wind. I think it's like 80 or 90 miles an hour or something out there at the moment. So the zips are coming open, and then the canopy's flapping a little bit and flapping more and more and more, and then it's ripping, so the port side's just ripped to shreds. So I've tied that down just with ropes. I've tied it as best I can so it's still covering a bit, and then I put the rope over the top like I said and tied that down to a cleat on the starboard side. So hopefully, oh dear God, Rob's boat is just swinging like mad on that stand. I hope that doesn't come off. Hopefully, if with that rope there, that will discourage the actual canopy itself from coming off and the stainless steel frame from breaking off. But it's just as well, when I first went up, there was a little piece of rope lying that's connected to the swim ladder, and I just quickly wrapped that round the ladder, and I'm pleased I did, because when I came back the ladder was hanging off it, so I wouldn't have been able to get down, and I had to jump down like 12, 13 feet, whatever it is, off the boat onto the ground. I don't fancy that in this weather. I wouldn't have actually, I would have just dropped the ankle and climbed down the chain. But who wants to do that? So yeah, it's just absolutely wild out there. It's mad. My fingers are numb, my feet are absolutely just numb, they're hurting, they're so cold. And my face is starting to move now, move my lips a bit better. Should be able to hear me talk a bit better. This is Arwen. Welcome, Arwen. Hello. Arwen is, yeah, possibly, quite possibly, one of the worst storms I've been in. I remember the one in Scotland where I lost my sunroof. That sunroof there, that's a new one. I lost the old one because I was parked and the wind was behind me. And I went to bed and I was trying to go to sleep, and then the wind came under the lip of the rear of the sunroof and lifted it up and ripped the handles off, the two handles either side, ripped the gas struts off, ripped the hinges off and blew it down. I found it 2 days later in some bushes a couple of 100 yards away. So that was an adventure. It's all documented on me camper blog thing. thelastcreateadventure.com. Anyway, I think the problem there was, the simple fact was the wind was from the rear. Now what I've done, I've turned the van round and I'm facing the wind, because if I can do like 90 miles an hour on a German autobahn and the van's stable and steady and it handles that kind of wind coming at the front, then that's fine, isn't it? So whatever Arwen brings, well, apart from all the stuff that's been flying and hitting the van, there was an enormous cushion earlier, soaking wet cushion. It didn't half make a bloody thunk when it hit the van and bounced off. A plastic chair, it's been all sorts. So yeah, whatever Arwen brings, hopefully, touch wood, facing into the wind means I'm rocking a bit here. As you can see, if I turn you back round, you can see the blinds rocking. That's because of the van's rocking. It's rocking quite steadily. It's not really bad, but it is rocking. But yeah, I think that's because I'm facing the wind, so that's a good idea. And a good idea for you campers, if anybody's in a van, always face the wind when it comes. Oh, and the fire stays on. That's another thing. If you get the wind from the rear, the fire blows out all the time. But if the wind's from the front, the fire never blows out. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, right, it's 2 AM. It's about 10 past 2. I've got to be up to 7 o'clock, 5 hours, because I'm supposed to be working today down at the Newcastle Racecourse. So I do want to see if I can get a little bit of sleep before I've got to go down there. And I hope this wind's dropped. If it hasn't, by the time I've got to leave, I'm not going, because I'm not driving the van in this weather. I'm asking to get blown off the road. But we'll see. So that's me off. Night night.